All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Forge. I'm DML, and finally I've gotten out to finally do testing and review of the Apeiron Sirupate. So this is the flagship design of Sundog Forge at the moment, and it comes in a couple of different sizes and options. This is the standard option, which is a 14-inch blade of 5160 steel with a sort of encapsulated tang in a wooden handle. I've been told that my carter is now available. My personal one is in my carter. It also comes in a couple of different blade sizes, and customization, of course, is available. But what we're going to do today is we're actually going to do some decent testing. I've got a massive stack of wood here, and we're going to do some quick chopping and stuff to show you the sort of performance that you can get out of one of these. It's got a pretty forward point of balance, like a true Kukri, but this one is about 640 grams. So we're not going to rabble on too much. This is all old, springy, dead sort of wood, and we're just gonna, oh, that went through both of them then. We're just gonna cut through some of this stuff so I can finally show you how it performs in an everyday situation. And we're gonna do some small stuff like this, but it can do some pretty big stuff, which we're gonna do as well. So we'll just, tough springy wood. It's got a very fine edge geometry, but because it's 5160, the edge is very stable and very tough. It's not gonna hold a razor sharp edge for a huge amount of time, but it is going to stay very sharp for a long time, if that makes sense. So it's not stupid sharp forever, because that'll make it too hard to sharpen out in the field. But it can be very sharp for a decent amount of time. All right, so I'll just knock all this stuff off. And this is all eucalyptus stuff. It's all the same sort of thing I normally test on. Hard Australian woods. Sorry about the wind, it's just starting to pick up now. Grab this piece. A lot of this has already been harvested from the trees around my father's property, so we're just going to make a mess with it and have a bit of a play. That's too small. Let's do something big. There's an old treated post here. I reckon this is a pretty good testing medium. Hopefully there's no nails in it, because even though it's 5160, it's a strong steel and can go through nails. It can damage the edge, and I'd like to clean this up and sell it after this video. So we'll see how it goes here. Like, yeah, that's really good, and it's not really getting stuck either. Yeah, that's really good. So that was a known quantity, and you saw how quick it blazed through that. So when people see me chop, you know, like, where's one I can get to? This kind of thing, and you see it sort of like bouncing around and stuff, you got to understand how tough this is. You saw how quickly it went through that post. This will cut down trees easily. I've done it. I've cut down trees with it. Standing dead trees, of course. We're not allowed to really cut down living trees, obviously, unless you're on your own property and you need to. Let's see if we can get something else. Here's another piece. That looks all right. No, that's not it. Where are we? But for your campfire and all that kind of thing, this is kind of ideal. It's an excellent tool, and of course it's an excellent weapon if it needs to be. And it'll do your machete work, it'll do your axe work without needing to learn all of the accuracy and stuff that you would normally need with an axe. Not saying that you'll never need an axe or anything like that, but I'm just saying Kukri are a great option for a sort of do-all tool. So what else have we got here? We'll have something else. Have another crack at that post, and then we'll call it. Trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter than usual, and I don't have a whole lot of time. Like I said, I've been very busy lately, so up here's good. I'm swinging this a little bit softer now because the shock through here is actually hurting my hand, because I've got... Oh, speaking of which, is this good enough for you, Clee? Not swinging like a little bitch, hey? Oh. That part there can be used as a breaker, so you don't have to keep getting your blade stuck in it when it's already cracked. There you go. Anyway, I just thought I'd do some actual testing with it and show you what it's capable of. It's kind of like a cross. These Kukri are kind of a cross between a tomahawk and a machete, because it does both. Minor sacrifices. I would say with the edge geometry and everything on this, it would outperform my tomahawk as it stands at the moment. If I refine the edge on my tomahawk, that'd probably be about the same. But I'll give you a close-up of the edge and show you with everything I've just done. And I mean, we'll try the arm shave as well while we're at it. All right, so there's your edge, and it's pretty much immaculate. I mean, there isn't even really much marring from the sap and stuff on this. How good is that? All right, so we'll see if we can get an arm shave in here real quick as well. Got to line this up right, so it doesn't take a whole lot of hair as it is at the moment, because I haven't sharpened this since those last photos I put up either of me basically processing all the wood for the fire. I hadn't cleaned the edge or anything. It's pretty much exactly as it is. It's still sharp. Where's something I can show that with? There we go. So even with this, like, I can come up here and I can still oh, will a feather stick when it's that big? Yeah, of course it will. And I mean, like, the edge is very fine, so even if it's not shaving sharp, it'll just keep doing this. And then if you need to make your edge a little toothier to do more slicing tasks, which this can also do, you just get one of these stones here and you just hone the edge up. It doesn't really take long, because 5160, even when it's hardened as much as this one has been, because this is quite hard, this one, you can actually get a river stone or one of these, and you can just give it a quick hone, and you'll get it pretty sharp again, I reckon. I reckon it would shave again very shortly. I'll just give that a couple passes like this. Like this. Now, I mean, you can see I'm kind of just maneuvering this blade quite easily as well. Even with its forward weight, it's very controllable. Right, and that's shaving sharp again. I'll show you. All right, come up. Where are we? About there. There you go. Apeiron Sirupate, flagship design of Sundog Forge. And I mean, like, yeah, you can still, if you want to fight with it, it's going to be a little bit more forward heavy. So you come up into the finger choil like this and use it almost like a sub hilt, and you can still do plenty of stuff. Anyway, thank you again for your continued interest in Sundog Forge, and I'll catch you for the next video very shortly.